Even people that are NASA fanboys and fangirls are realizing this is underwhelming even to them. They expected much more than seeing a bunch of astronauts eating in space. What a complete joke.
They live streamed the lunar flyby. I'm surprised that you missed that.
No video of the so-called ball Earth rotating. No video of airplanes landing upside down in Australia. All we
Because they don't do that. That's not how up and down work.
have is this garbage footage of the so-called astronauts eating in space.
We have footage of them doing science. Also, I know for a fact that this footage has its quality lowered, because that's how you guys operate.
What a complete joke. I cannot emphasize it enough. Now, this is huge. With all the research I've done and all the videos I've made over the years, this is going to bust the so-called pass-by Artemis 2 as 100% fake. And the problem with live
Video's in 1080p, and this is the quality of photo that you have. That's literally showing that the photo quality in your videos is ass. You managed to take a photo that was in HD and turn it into a mess.
that can't keep their lies straight. They're not consistent with what they put out. And obviously this is a recent image just from a few days ago of Artemis 2 and the so-called flyby of the moon. And so the so-called ball Earth, as you see here, appearing as the moon.
He says so-called so many times, if you turn this into a drinking game, you would die of alcohol poisoning.
The shadow. It's like a duality aspect from people on Earth seeing the moon as a crescent. We're seeing Earth as a crescent as well. That gets into this. For those that remember, 2 years ago, I made a video on iSpace, the so-called privately run space program that's operated by this individual here, Tanishi Haka.
Do any of your photos have a quality that isn't chewable? Like any.
Amada, and nothing but mockery with what passed by the moon from 2 years ago looks nothing like what Artemis 2 is presenting.
Gee, maybe it's because Artemis 2 is at a higher altitude than the moon orbiter that is the other mission you're talking about? Also, he's about to say that the shadow is the moon shadow, and it's not.
Not even close. The people running NASA, the CGI creators, the AI creators.
This is a photo from an iPhone.
They need to collaborate closer with those in Japan faking space as well. They look nothing alike.
Yeah, because it's not the same mission and it's not the same camera. Again, with the crunchy photos, can you please find ones that are better quality?
Give me a break. How people are blind to the reality of fake iPhone. It's always the occultic angle with these people propped up in this world. It's all.
Oh my god. Hold on. What did he say?
Just like the iPhone, it's always the occultic angle with these people propped up in this world. It's all about the all-seeing eye.
This entire video is crunchy.
Of Lucifer. So again, it's all about the occult, the hidden in plain sight. That gets into this clip that I played again 2 years ago. Take a look here and two space actors in Europe. The mockery never ends with these individuals. Give me a break. And talking about actors, here they are. Supposedly aboard the Artemis 2 in space when they're down on Earth in some studio. And the question of viewing stars from space is brought up. What does this remind you, of course, back in 1969 with Apollo 11, when these astronauts were asked the same question. This is definitely made.
You can't see stars in broad daylight. Also, they weren't looking for stars. Also, there's a photo where the stars, like of Earth, where the stars in the background are identifiable. And it's crazy that this guy doesn't get that.
Need to happen. Let's get right to it, and I'll break it all down.
Okay, he's gonna break it all down.
Eye space, no stars. And of course, the reason is to align the stars perfectly how they should be in all the images supposedly captured from space. They just omit them. It makes it.
Oh, so you mean like this? Yeah, I'm just going out on a limb and I'm gonna say that you're an idiot.
So much easier than put them in precise locations. But nonetheless, when it comes down to it, it's very obvious, like I'm highlighting here, the two images captured by Artemis 2 NASA in eye space do not match whatsoever.
Yeah, again, because it's two different missions. God, I love having to say that every single time.
Is always better than the reality.
And then he gets into the Bible and all this stuff.